Hey y'all, Coldfire here, bringing the latest Crossout news. Before we get to the Christmas pack, there's a few things I want to say first. The first of them is that somehow they fixed my name. I didn't ask for it officially, so I guess one of the mods is probably watching my videos or something like that. I hope you're watching this and thank you so much. Also, on my latest video, there was some loose ends that I would like to address quickly here. The first one is that on the test server, the pulsar description appears to have a higher rate of fire on the bar indicator. I went there today and checked it out real quick. And apparently that's just a fix to the bar indicator itself, not to the weapon, so Pulsar still shoots the same rate of fire as before. About the Goliath Nerf, someone commented on my last video that you could mitigate this nerf by using a wheel on the back, like a half-track configuration or something like that, so I went there to test this. And it's actually true. By adding a wheel on the back of your vehicle, you can pretty much have the same turning radius as you had before, pre-nerf. However, by doing that, you lose the bonus of going backwards. So instead of going backwards, it's the same speed as going forward. You'll be limited by 30% of your maximum cabin speed. So keep that in mind if you're using this configuration. And the last thing before we go to the Christmas pack details is this. When browsing on the faction benches again on the test server today, I noticed that the Nightriders Vents are now available for crafting there. As you can see, all of them got new recipes to match items of the same rarity. If you look closer, for example, the Protector have 400 less scrap, 100 less wires, 150 less copper, and the same amount of plastics, and of course no tellers. On top of that, the requirement of the blue items has changed as well. The cost material reduction is exactly the same for all cabins since they share the same rarity. For the two legendary weapons, the Pulsar and the Arbiter, the scrap cost was reduced by 1,250 units, the electronics dropped by 50, the copper dropped by 600, and the batteries dropped by 50. And of course, you no longer need the 500 tellers. So you for sure can expect the prices of those items to drop drastically when this update hits. I calculated the value to craft those items, considering the prices of the market on PC at this day. And for example, to craft a Harpy cabin, you require roughly 286 coins worth of resources. So if you add up the benchmark rent cost, that will add to a total of roughly 300 coins per cabin. The market value of the Harpy as today is roughly 400 coins, so even if you factor taxes, you still could make a 60 coins of margin. So if you have a stockpile of those items, you maybe consider selling them, cause I'm pretty sure the price will drop drastically soon. Biggest item you should be concerned about, however, is for sure the Arbiter. Right now it costs roughly 1700 coins to make it, and the current market price for sale is about 2500 coins. So that is a huge gap between current prices and probably future prices. Just for a perspective, I created the following graphs that considering the time window of the Nightriders event. I went back onto Crossout DB price history, pulled straight from their API into a spreadsheet and made this beautiful graph. So during that event, for example, crafting a Harpy was on average roughly 420 something coins plus 300 thalers, that is roughly 3 hours of grind. After this new update hits, you can simply make one for less than 300 coins. For the legendary weapons, I did the same procedure, and at the time of the event, they were costing to make roughly 2.2k coins each, and after this update hits, they will cost less than 1.7 coins. So this raises the question I would like you guys to discuss here in the comment section. What was exactly the point of this Nightriders event? I truly don't understand. I honestly think it would be much better if this event never happened at all. Like, if they're going to release all those weapons like 1 month later by cheaper price and not requiring thalers, what was exactly the point of the event? I mean, other than making the whole player base mad, I I don't understand. It would be much better if they just said a memo saying, oh guys, Nightriders not happening this year, sorry, but we're working on something big early next year, and enjoy the weapons from the last Nightriders event on the faction benches, and that would be all. That would be much better. I don't know. Crossout is such an amazing game with just such a huge potential, but they really need to improve their communication. That is the biggest factor that is killing them. Share your opinions here with me. Alright, now we finally get to the long-awaited Christmas pack. Or maybe not. I know most of you are just so pissed about packs over packs over packs, but let's see it anyway. So this pack is not exactly new. Black Hat covered it like roughly a week ago the first time, and I confess at the time I was quite skeptical, especially because of that legendary wasp. If you look very closely to that picture, it is really off. The purple texture on the background is clearly tempered, the font don't match, the description is weird, the stats is exactly the same as the wasp, there's no perk, so that was clearly some weird Photoshop work there. So that was the reason I didn't cover at the time. However, on the current test server, something really intrigued me. Check this out. If you open the tag tree of the test server, you notice that, unlikely from the current version of the game, the cricket is no longer considered an upgrade for the wasp. See how they offsetted the wasp one column to the left? So that is a strong indication that we'll be seeing either a rare cricket or an epic wasp. And yeah, my bet is on the second option, an epic wasp. So yesterday I talked to Black Hat Gaming, and he was super kind and shared me a few images of this new leaked content. So yeah, this new pack is real and it is coming on Christmas. It will be a deluxe version of the old icebox pack. So again, if you have some iceboxes that are not using, consider selling them, because I'm sure the price will drop drastically when this pack hits the stores. This pack will include a most likely exclusive unguided rocket launcher called the Locust. It will have 2 units of it. It will also have the icebox cabin, of course. It will have this hubcap that we will cover in a few moments. Stay with me. That is a new kind of item entirely on the game. It will have the old portrait of Jack Frost, a unique hologram that I will show you guys later as well, few stickers, unique paints, and 4,000 coins, which probably means that this pack will cost anything from 60 bucks to 70 bucks. So first of all, check how cool this hologram is. So cute. And also pay close attention to the spinning rims. So from the pack description, it doesn't say the amount of them, so I'm almost sure it will not be something like stickers that you need one for each. It will probably be something more like a CK or something like that. Another very solid, strong evidence of this pack and how exactly this rim will work is right now on test server they kind of screwed this up and they left this on the items details, so you can go there and check for yourself. If you go to the items guide, you'll see this item called Hubcap Snowflake. Doesn't take any storage space, so you probably can only have one of those, I'm assuming, and it's probably untradeable as well, I think. So there it is, a brand new type of items being introduced to the game. Like, it's not a decor, it's not a sticker, it's something else. And finally, about the new weapon, the exclusive weapon of this pack, the epic wasp. This beauty here have a clear potential of being Clan Wars worthy. It have a sick unique perk that if both missiles of the volley hit the target, the blast radius will increase by 30% for 5 seconds. So let's assume this have the same rate of fire of the wasp, which is roughly 2.5 seconds. That means that will be very easy to maintain the perk active. Now imagine if you pair this with a fused module and a harpy cabin on a hover. This have potential to be meta breaking. Sadly, you'll be locked behind a pack most likely, so you can expect the price of this be very high. In theory, this looks so much superior than the cricket because it will probably have a much faster rate of fire, similar damage, much better perk, and on top of that, it will be much easier to armor. Leave your comment here what you think about this weapon. Do you think it will be able to shake a little bit the meta? And that'll be all for this video. I hope you like. In the case you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more, and I see you next time.